Hey guys, well today I went to see the newly released monster movie Kong Skull Island, so here's my review and what I thought overall of the movie, so check it out. Okay, the plot. Now, I don't want to spoil it for you, so I'll just give you a quick lowdown. A group of scientists and a photographer and soldiers go to Skull Island for what they think is a geological expedition, but it's actually an expedition to expose the existence of the one and only King Kong. And from there, it's a movie of mayhem, bit of a bloodbath, and excitement, and overall big badass battles. Okay, so overall I feel the plot flowed really well. Sometimes in the movies, before they get to the importance of the movie, it can drag, they could go on, but luckily they were heading to the island about 15, 20 minutes in the movie, so it didn't drag. I was happy about that. So we were at the island, so I was happy. And then from then on, they were on the island, and I thought it flowed really well throughout their adventure on the island, from the first big hurdle when they actually meet Kong to their separation and them trailing around the end. And it actually follows all their stories very well. You've got the groups, you've got the group with Tom Hiddleston and the other group with Samuel L. Jackson. So the story is about, before their groups come together, the adventures and the dangers and horrors their groups made on the island. And I really think that flowed really well. And the battles they face, and into the conclusion of the movie, which is their escape from the island, but getting away from the Skullcrawler, which then leads to the big fight scene between the Skullcrawler and Kong. So I felt that flowed really well. I didn't think it dragged, it just kept going very well, so I was happy with that. Because if it dragged, it got bored, because there was a thrill in it. You couldn't just look around anywhere without some big monster jumping out at you, or some big creature. That's what made the island the movie so great. Every minute you looked around, there was something trying to kill you. So I just thought that was fucking brilliant, so it just kept flowing really well. Okay, the characters. I suppose the main focus of the main sellers of the movie, the main characters of the movie, Tom Hiddleston and Brie Larson and Samuel L. Jackson are supposed to be the main headliners of the picture. To be perfectly honest, I think the highlight character of the movie was Samuel L. Jackson, because I feel we got to know a bit more about his character. I feel we got to understand his motivation better. With Tom Hiddleston and Brie Larson, we sort of know he is a tracker, and we know that much about him, and Brie Larson's a photographer. But one thing I just didn't get with her, she was always taking photos all the time. I get that that's what she does in the movie, but I would have liked a little more depth, exposure into her character. What has she done? We know she's a high-profile photographer journalist, but I'd like to find out a bit more about her character. We find out a little bit about Tom Hiddleston's character, that his father died in the war, and he misses him very much. We really understand that. So I feel their characters could have done with a bit more delving into. But Samuel L. Jackson, fucking hell, I loved him. He was badass. You don't take shite from him. His motivation throughout the movie is, when they arrive at the movie, Kong smashes the helicopters and kills so many of his soldiers, and that's his motivation. He wants to hunt down and kill Kong out of revenge for killing the men who have been loyal to him, and that, I think, I love that motivation. He was a man on a mission. He takes no shit. Look at any of Samuel L. Jackson's movies. He takes no shit. He goes for what he wants, and he will get it, and I thought that's what I liked about his character. I loved his character. I think he was my favourite. So Samuel L. Jackson's character, I think, was the highlight. He was the badass highlight. I loved some of his dialogue. It was oh, die you motherfucker, and I'm gonna blow you to pieces, you motherfucking piece of shit. I really loved some of his lines. I just think he was just so badass. Okay, now Kong. Kong was brilliant. I loved Kong. He was flippin' badass. From the minute you first see him, you know this guy means business. And there's actually a bit of a delving into his character. Well, when you first see him, you think he's just a rampaging demonic monster who will kill anything. But in actual fact, he's just someone who's defending his turf. This is his island, no one else's. You come on throwing bombs, he's going to be you can't just come onto my island and throw bombs, no chance. So no, it's his home, it's where he is king. He doesn't like people coming to there and destroying his homeland. It's his home, and he won't take it. And there's a little tender side to his character, which you see through when he comes face to face with Brie Larson, and she strokes him, and then he saves her. So there's a little tenderness to his character. I like that. He's still badass, but he's a little bit soft. Okay, now the effects. the effects I thought were brilliant. Like, I mean, all the monsters were just so amazing. Like the skull crawlers, oh fuck, wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of them. Like, they looked so eerie with the full bodies, and then the skull heads. Like, I mean, that just looked so, that looked fucking awesome. And then the other highlights creatures were the, what was it? Sorry. Oh yeah, the fucking big spider thing. Which, it looks like it's made of wood, but it looks like ordinary, its legs look like ordinary trees, but it was fucking, and the way it just rips out people's veins to drag them up and make them its prey, I was like, oh, ooh. Now, I don't like spiders, so for the spider thing, I was a bit, ooh, Jesus, I hate spiders. But no, that was just so good. And the, what else? Oh yeah, the big thing, you know, that comes out of the water, the rhino-looking thing. It's fucking... It was good, I like that. So I think all the CGI creatures were very good. I think they were all very well created. So I like that. That. Yeah. So overall, I really enjoyed the movie. I thought it was very good. The conclusion at the end with the battle between the Skullcrawler and Kong, that was brilliant. It was just fight, fight, fight. It sort of was like, now I've never seen it, but I hear it's a big thing, Kong versus Godzilla. So it was sort of like that, but it was Clash of the Titans. These two just went at it, and they kept ripping and biting and all. Like it was pure tough ass shit. Like I thought it was brilliant. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. So overall, I think Kong Skull Island was a great movie, and I would definitely recommend it. So 5 stars from me. So guys, thanks for checking out my Kong Skull Island review, and I hope you stay tuned for some other of my other upcoming vlogs. So bye.